What's up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia and welcome to my Scentsy Empties video for the month of July. So as always, we have non-wax and lots of wax. I found that in the summer I actually go through quite a bit of wax because most of us know that the spring and summer selections do not have the longevity that the fall winter wax has. But also my kids are home and someone is always home with Drew, so the wax is always going. So I tend to use up more wax because in the wintertime when Drew is at school and people are at work, the warmers are off. So what I'm going to do is go through my non-wax items as fast as I can because I'm losing light, then we'll do the wax. So when I first joined Scentsy, I thought I'm never going to buy anything but the wax. Who's going to buy other stuff? And look, yes, you do. You eventually buy other stuff because it's really good. So for laundry, I have clothesline washer whiffs, which are the scent booster crystals that you add to scent your clothes, and you use the laundry liquid to wash them. So this is concentrated, which is why the bottle is so small, also in clothesline. And I still have the dryer discs in clothesline in the dryer because they still have scent. Scentsy says each dryer disc lasts about 15 loads. I find just go by your nose. It's usually, it can be like double that easily for some scents. So I used up a red bulb. I put that in my husband's Chicago Bears warmer, and I used up a 15-watt bulb. And another bulb, I used up a clear. I feel like they go in threes, and there you go. For pods, I finished up 2 sugared strawberry. I think I threw the pods away, but I kept the containers. So I do recycle these. Sugared strawberry is basically strawberry, lemon, and currant. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Oh, there's stuff everywhere. It must be the laundry liquid must have leaked. Anyway, I have pods in watermelon tangerine. I really like these. I didn't find they lasted a really long time, but they were good while they were going, so I would repurchase those. Here we are in transition month as well, where all the items that are, leaving are 10% off, but they also discount the things that are staying, except for Perfect Scentsy systems, whiff boxes, licensed, and charitable cause warmer. So I have, oh, maybe it's the dish soap that's leaking. I don't think it is, but I finished up. Everyone has to say a little tear, have a little tear when you finish up a dish soap. I finished up a dish soap in Johnny Appleseed. In my husband's truck, I had a scent circle of My Hero. Now, it's very complicated in the summer. I have not been driving my car. My daughter has been taking my car to her job every day. She's working full-time in the summer. Good for her. So I've been driving my husband's nice truck, which had this, and this smelled strong for a long time, and he drives his old dilapidated truck. He said the reason he does that is in case anything happens, I wouldn't have to deal with it, neither would my daughter. So right now in his nice truck I have sea salt and avocado, but it is fading fast. I do love that scent. In his old truck he had Blue Grotto, and he loves Blue Grotto, so that is a go-to scent for him. Also, speaking of my husband, he finished off an aloe water and cucumber Scentsy soak, and he did say he really liked this one. Scent notes are aloe water, cucumber peel, palm frond, and pineapple nectar. So Scentsy said with those, the dish soap, the Scentsy soak, etc., so some of these things would be appearing as LTOs. I don't think we're going to see them for a while because I think they want to make us really miss them. And then because of that, we'll kind of grab them. Here's those dryer discs that I said I was using. Pacific Mist scent circle. This was pretty good. Yeah, it's nice. I like this scent. It intrigues me. I do like it. It's a nice fresh scent that's a little bit different. One of my favorites for the month. This is a really nice oil, orange strawberry melon. I think it's on the retired list, so this is a really nice one. I love this. Oh, so good. So citrusy and vibrant, and it really kind of wakes you up. So definite repurchase. Let's move on to the wax. All right, I've organized my wax. I'm going to talk about things that are current, things that are retired, but we always like to hear about them because we see these things floating around, flash sales, warehouse sales, Bring Back My Bar, etc. And speaking of, I have Bring Back My Bar. What I was going to say is I did ask on my community tab, what do you guys prefer? Because I see a few consultants doing weekly what I've been warming, and I've never done that. It's probably because I do a Tester Tuesday video and I'm thinking there's only so much of one person you can take. Overwhelmingly, that was what people wanted. I said, do you want weekly what I've been warming, a regular Empties video once a month, which was the least popular, which is what I've been doing for 5 years, or do you want an Empties every 2 months with a slightly shorter video. That was in second place. If you want to go vote, go vote. But I just don't know if I can make a weekly what I've been warming video because it just sometimes it's a lot to fit in with the family life. I think I can manage 2 a month. And I think rather than do what I've been warming, I'm just going to focus on my Empties because sometimes I might warm something like 2 cubes and then I might not warm it for like 6 months. Or I might warm it 1 month again. You don't want to hear it for 4 months in a row. So anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it and see how we do. And I'll wait and see what the feedback is. So anyway, let's get moving. So I do have scent notes here. I'm going to try to tell you where I warmed these in general and if I would repurchase. And so the first few are all available right now as I film the video. We have from the Stitch collection, we have Angel Experiment 624. Notes are goji berry, blackberry, sweet vanilla cream, and sugarcane. And someone described this best as a raspberry cotton candy, and I would say yes. My daughter really likes these type of scents, so I did repurchase one today actually. And I have one, I'm just going to move this over here. I have one other one in my stash, so that's plenty. I do prefer Stitch Experiment 626, and that would be a bedroom scent for me, by the way. This is Valencia Orange, Pineapple Nectar, Sugarcane, and Sea Salt Mist. This is a great bathroom scent or bedroom scent. I do enjoy it in bedrooms. Probably not strong enough for me in other spots, but this is a really nice, unique scent, and it's the most clubbed Scentsy scent of all time. We have Rainbow Sherbet, which is a spring and summer bar. It's a seasonal bar, so it will be retiring soon. Orange Zest, Sugared Strawberry, and Key Lime. Very strong, open concept worthy for that one. I would repurchase that, but in limited quantities. I have Disney Princess True Love Awaits. This is a really feminine, pretty scent. It's raspberry, sparkling mandarin, and sweet vanilla. I think I'm missing something there. There is like a floral tone to this. This lasts nice and long in a bedroom. So that's where I stick that scent, and it does well for me. I would repurchase limited amounts of that. I have Berry Bright. This is a type of scent that my daughter would really like. Blue raspberry, clementine, and sugar plum. Kind of leaning in towards Blueberry Rush. Kind of in between Blueberry Rush and Angel. So this is a scent that I typically warmed in her bedroom. And I think I worked on it in the month of June and July. So I'm not going to repurchase that. I would just stick with Blueberry Rush, which we have to use up. Tropic Nectar is a new release. This one is tropical fruit nectar, coconut milk, and golden agave. There's something in here I don't care for, and I just can't pinpoint what it is. It's like a fruit punch with some sort of like underlying tanning oil tone. Just not for me. This performs fairly well, of course, if you don't like something. So I don't think I'll buy any more of that one. I'm fine with what I have. Peace Lily Be With You. This is a white colored wax when it's got wax in it. It's a new release. It's white Peace Lily, green apple, watery greens, and vanilla. And this is my favorite new release, I think. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the scent Ivy and Water Lily, but stronger, better performer. You can kind of sneak this into a big area, no problem. Sometimes in a small area, it's a bit too strong. You kind of have to fiddle around, but this is a pretty strong scent, so I'm pleased with that. It will probably go in the club when it retires. I have Raspberry Hibiscus Tea. I like this one a lot more than I thought I would at the beginning of the season. It's wild raspberry, hibiscus tea, and elderberry sugar. At the beginning, it is friggin' fantastic. Something comes out as it warms that maybe I don't love, like maybe 2-3 hours in. But I just kind of power through. It's really nice. It's pleasant. It's room filling. I warmed this in my open layout, so I would repurchase that one again. One of the licensed bars is Disney Magical Celebration. So this is in honor of the 100 years of Disney. And this one is just not for me. It just didn't perform the greatest. It says orange, red berry, and sweet peony. So it's like a floral, but I get more lemon than I get orange. These claims are really weak. Yeah, and it barely smells like anything in here now. Like people always say, well, why are you smelling empty clamshells? It's because you can still kind of smell things, but some scents you can't. Anyway, I'm hoping other people have better luck with this than I do. So I would stick this in the smallest area you have and then say a little prayer. All right, we have Camu Camu. So this one is nice. It's mandarin, camu camu, and passion fruit. It's got a little tang to it, a little special funky tang. You got to kind of like those funky tropical notes. I do, but I don't need to club something like this. When I warm it, I enjoy it and I move on. I think I warmed this in Drew's room and Erica's room and somewhere else. I can't remember. All right, I have Rainbow Red. Unfortunately, this one is not a repurchase for me. I just don't care for this one. It's watermelon, cherry, and strawberry. It smells like chapstick funky fruit. Chapstick, funky, tangy fruit. That's just not one that works out for me. And I know there's a lot of people that love it, but there's also a lot of people like me that don't. So I'm not sure if this one's going to come back. So make sure you put it in your club. I found when I warmed it in bedrooms, it lasted longer than I wanted it to. And I think I warmed this in my open layout as well, just to kind of use it up. Watermelon tangerine is one that I really enjoy. This one is watermelon tangerine and dewy greens. And I say this every time. Say it with me. The dewy greens make the watermelon seem a little bit more realistic. And that's why I like it this. I remember I had this going and I was like, I hope my mother-in-law likes this. I hope she doesn't turn it off. I think it was in Drew's room, and she doesn't go in there as much as she would in the main area, but usually when I put scents on in the main area, she always turns off one warmer, and I'm like, oh. And I try to pick really light scents, but I had this going in Drew's bedroom, and I think she was fine with it. All right, this one I do really enjoy, a peeling apple. This is an apple floral scent. It's basically juicy apple, pear, and sweet pea, and you definitely can smell sweet pea, and it kind of makes its presence known the longer that you have the bar. So just be aware of this. It's a strong performer, fairly long lasting for a fruity scent. It's probably the floral that's combining in there that's doing that. I would use that anywhere in my home. It would be open concept worthy, bedrooms, TV rooms, etc. I have Bonfire Beach. This is a light to medium scent, but oh so lovely. I actually had it going in my Scentsy Go at work, and I said to my friend, what do you think of this? And she goes, oh my God. One of the assistants at work, she goes, something smells familiar. And I said, it's Bonfire Beach. And she goes, yes, that's what I've got going in my basement right now. So I had it going in my Go. But this one is Toasted Marshmallow, White Flint, Sandalwood, Salty Sea Air, and Ocean Spray. So that one gets an award for longevity for sure. Great for smaller areas. If you put in a big area, it's probably going to be very, very gentle. So just keep that in mind. I always say when you smell something, try to gauge, like when you open up a clamshell that's got the wax in it, does it smell strong? If it smells strong, you could probably try in a big area, but always put in a testing zone and see. If something smells light, your nose should know to try it in a small space. So this one is a pretty strong bar. It's blueberry cheesecake. And so right now when I just smelled this, I got a strong whiff of the cheesecake and the blueberry. So basically that's what it is. New York cheesecake, graham cracker crunch, don't we wish. Graham cracker crust and blueberries. So this one, I have to kind of be in the mood for it, and my family doesn't really like it, so I kind of have to sneak it in. But you know what? This is really nice in Scent Circle. So pick it up because you don't get as much of the cheesecake note, and the blueberry really performs well. So if you like blueberry scents and like a little bit of a creaminess, it does smell different in the Scent Circle. My daughter compliments it in the Scent Circle and hates it in the wax. So there you go. I have some scents of the month. I have Tahitian Twilight, which was scent of the month for July. And this one has Coastal Waters, Passion Flower, Pineapple, and White Woods. And to me, and a lot of people have said this, it's like a summer version of Plum and White Woods. Nice in bedrooms, medium spaces, smaller spaces. You might be able to sneak this into a big area. I have 2 bars of pink leather. I made samples with some and warmed some. Wild Strawberry Toasted Vanilla and pink leather. And this is kind of a feminine, flirty, fruity, sensual scent. Perfect for bedrooms, perfect for relaxing. It's like a medium light at most for me. I think if it lasted longer and was stronger, I would put it in my club. There's a Tester Tuesday video floating out around on that. I have some testers here of Summer Holiday. And this month, I did warm these testers, just 2, but I also warmed a little bit from my bar. And I've been singing that song. Do you remember this song? We are going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, where's Sven? We're going to London and New York City. Take a little piece of Amsterdam, right? Yeah, that's the way my brain works. This one has notes of plumeria, tiger lily, orange, vanilla, and amber. And this never performs well for me. So my only enjoyment is getting my little summer holiday song going on because I can't smell this. It's really hard. If you can smell that, I'm so happy for you because I just have trouble. I worked on a little bit of Cloudberry Dreams. And this one has notes, I think, of like peach, raspberry, and a whisper of rose and maybe vanilla. And it's a little bit more of a whisper of rose to me. It's pretty strong rose, which is probably why I don't love it. Yeah, I can smell the other things, but the rose, it just doesn't, it's very strong, very long lasting, great performer. Just not one for me. All right, moving on to things that are no longer available, and the sky is turning pink, so I better get going. Speaking of pink, we have Pink Sunshine. This was a Valentine's Day bar. This is Lush Pear, Plum, Cashmere, and Rose Milk. This reminds me of a like pear rose version of a peeling apple. I prefer a peeling apple. It's about a medium intensity. I used up 2 of the Sunburst Bamboo because a few people have noticed that these are starting to go off. So I pulled all mine and they're like just flirting with starting to go bad. So I have 6 altogether. So I warmed 2 in July. I'm going to warm 2 in August and 2 in September, and hopefully I can make it through without them spoiling. So sometimes when you have, well, the notes on this are bamboo, cucumber, and peony. So it might be the bamboo, but sometimes if you have like clean citrusy kind of notes, they do turn in tester form. And these were probably, they're only a year and a half old roughly. So it's kind of sad, but pull yours out and smell them because I did have a scent circle that went way off. I have Blue Coconut Beach. This is in my club, but I just need to get a better feel of it. So I'm waiting for another bar. It's Palm Leaf, Creamy Coconut, and Whipped Vanilla. To me, it smells like a creamy, marshmallowy vanilla version of Mahalo Coconut. Yeah, I like it, but I need to try it a little bit more. It's definitely a bedroom or smaller space scent for me. I have Grapefruit and Grenadine. This is a strong scent, so if you like strong scents, you can take note of this one and maybe consider voting it back. If you like grapefruit scents, Sparkling Grapefruit, Pomegranate, and Orange Peel. Very strong, a good performer. I have Sweet Cream Spice. This is kind of similar to, I always say it, Cinnamon Buttercream, which is retired and is not coming back. This is Frothy Milk, Vanilla Bean, and Nutmeg. Definitely can get the nutmeg. Yeah. It's kind of like a warm, very warm, cozy scent. Fairly strong for a vanilla-based scent, I find. I have from the Aladdin collection, Arabian Nights. This is Warm Sands, Bergamot, Ylang Ylang, and Crystallized Musk. It's like a floral, exotic, musky, fancy scent. This always reminds me of my mom. Like, I swear my mom must smell like like that. Anyway, it's about a medium intensity, but it smells just like my mother. I like the way my mom smells most times. We have Around the Campfire, which is returning. So I've been trying to use these up because they're a little bit sweaty. And it's Mountain Air, Fresh Fallen Wood, and Smoky Embers. And I usually mix this with things. And I was using this, I almost treat it like a brick, and I just cut like maybe each cube in half and chuck it in with things just to switch things up. I always think of my friend Johanna because I think she said when she warmed that she thought there was a fire in her house. I'm like, once we had the fires here, I was kind of nervous to warm anything that smelled like smoke. So I might ease my way back into it in the fall. I have 2 Peppermint Dreams. This is a really nice scent. It reminds me of Kramer when you drop the Junior Mint into the patient because that's kind of what it smells like, one of those minty chocolate coated. It says chocolate cupcake and fresh mint. So on day 1 you get a lot of the mint and it smells kind of like a little bit odd on the first day, but the second day it's like a little bit more bakery comes out and it's so delicious. I love it. So definitely prefer day 2 on that. I do have some of those out. You'll see them floating in my empties because I have some trying to work on my older wax, so you'll kind of see certain bars are repeating. I have a Lemon Verbena. This was in Tester Tuesday. This is kind of an astringent lemon lime, like lemongrass type scent. What are the notes? Lemon zest, lime, and verbena leaf. So kind of like a cleaner citrus type scent for me. Not one that I enjoy. It's strong enough for an open layout at about a medium intensity. And other spaces, obviously bathrooms, it would be great. I have Starfruit and Pear Nectar. This is really hard to see, but trust me, this is very light and inconsistent on performance. It's always been that way. I do love the scent. It just doesn't work the greatest for me performance-wise. So the notes are Starfruit, Sugarcane, and Tangelo, or Tangelo, whatever you say. I have Cashmere and Corduroy. This is a fall winter star. Like, do we really need to talk too much about it? Creamy Vanilla, Sicilian Bergamot, Cashmere, and Sandalwood. So great. I mean, I'm so happy this is coming back. They should have put that in the body line. It's a good performer. It's nice and strong. You can put it in a multitude of areas and it performs well. And it's funny, I've been warming this for my mom. Every Monday she comes out and watches the boys, and my mother-in-law comes on Fridays. And My mom loves this scent, and guess what? It's coming in a brick in the holiday release. Cozy Kitchen. So it's warm oats, brown sugar, and cinnamon swirl. So I have 2 more. I will probably save one to make samples for my customers. But yeah, I'm just, I'll use the other one on a day that my mom's here because she really likes that. And it's about a medium performer in my big area, and that's where I usually use it. And one more thing, I have a sugar cookie brick. Now this one is not returning in bar form in the catalog, and I'm really sad about that, but I will be getting another brick through Scentsy Club. It's basically like a butter, vanilla, sugar type scent. I love it. It's a lighter performer, but when I bring this to work, I can smell it so well. So I think it's one of those scents that performs a little bit better without a lot of scent traffic going on when it can be kind of the star of the show. All right, for testers, I finished off a tester of Jungle Jam. This one is candied pear, pineapple, strawberry, and whipped cream. It's kind of like a really fruity, fun juvenile scent. I did like that. I finished off some strawberry rose, which I've been working on some of the bars that I have too. It's strawberries, rose petals, and sheer musk. It basically smells very similar to the strawberry that you're going to find in pink leather. And I don't really get rose, but I just get a pretty strawberry scent. I have spiced fruit cider. This one was from around 2018. Notes are pomegranate juice, sweet orange, and cinnamon stick. This did not throw for me at all. It was a dud. I have peach nectar. I feel like I'm going to be on a little trend here. This did not throw very well for me at all. Almost a dud. Peach, skin, blue freesia, and musk clouds. I have strawberry taffy. What are you going to say, Patricia? This didn't throw the greatest. It's basically like a strawberry vanilla taffy type of scent. Very weak and artificial and barely could smell. Oh, Johanna's messaging me. I have no idea. I just looked it up and it just says element. I wanted to know what the wattage was for a couple of the warmers, and I thought she might know because she went to Scentsy Family Reunion. But thank you, Johanna, for trying. All right, so we're going to talk about some... bring back my bars. I don't have a lot here, but we're going to whiz through them. I have lemon coconut chiffon, which is a fan favorite. I like this one. It's lemon custard, butter cake, and toasted coconut. I do find it doesn't last very long, but I do warm that. Open layout, it's kind of like a light medium, and then it does a little bit better in medium spaces. This next one I love. It's I was going to say a fan favorite. It's a Patricia favorite. I just never would have thought I would have loved this so much. It's basically pure blue hyacinth, and the notes, that's the notes, but it's blue hyacinth, and this is a long-lasting, beautiful, pretty floral. Oh, it just makes me happy. I kind of wish I had it in my club. It kind of makes me think of Snow White a little bit. So anyway, oops, I do have Snow White in my club. I gotta warm it, see if I want to keep it in there. This is an all-around from 2018, July 2018, coconut flower. This is Tropical Blossoms, Pineapple, and Coconut Milk. Very similar to Mahalo Coconut. Maybe a little lighter, but I warmed most of that I warmed in Ryan's room. In the bus driver scent, I have 2 Love and Happiness. This is in my club. I love this one. It's glazed chestnut, vanilla, and sugar cane. It is such a good performer. It's a little bit like cozy, exotic, like hard to explain type of scent. It comes across a little perfumey, but a little bit foody as well. So like I said, it doesn't make any sense, but it's still really, really nice. And to finish things off, before the question of the month, which I haven't really picked what question of the month is going to be, but I think I know what it's going to be. I have another favorite of mine, hopefully a fan favorite. It's Plum and White Woods. This was from 2017. It was discolored, but it performed like a champ. Raspberry Preserves, Dancing Plum, and Vanilla Orchid. Very pretty. If you like scents like shimmer and those kind of girly, fun, pretty bedroom scents, then this one is for you. All right, so let's move on to the question of the month before I have no light left. I want to know if, I assume you've probably seen the new catalog. I want to know, is there maybe 2 or 3 scents that you're really looking forward to? Or maybe it's scents that you're seeing sneak peeks of. Let me know what they are. I love hearing what you guys have to say. I've got lots of comments to read. So thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. If you're new and you like Scentsy videos, I put Scentsy videos out all the time. So hit the subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.